Even though Cosmic Fury was a great season, there are many fans who have written ideas for how it could have been better and taken the show to another level. By this we don't mean that Cosmic Fury was low level, but like everything in life there are things that can be changed to be much better. Let's start with the comment that has been written the most since the new season of Power Rangers was announced, and that is the number of episodes. For a long time, all Power Rangers seasons have had more than 20 episodes, but Cosmic Fury only had 10 episodes. This angered many fans as they felt they were going to be given something unfinished, and although many were wrong on that score, the reality is that Cosmic Fury deserved to have 20 episodes. This is the first time in the franchise that they made a connected story. Basically all the episodes were connected, and it wasn't like all the previous seasons. We all know that in all the Power Rangers seasons, every episode had repetitive stuff. The main monster wants to defeat the Rangers, they find some weakness, they build a monster out of that, they send it to Earth, the Rangers fight, the monster gets big, and then they finish it off. We saw this in almost every episode, but in Cosmic Fury it was like watching a 10-episode movie, and even though we also had similar battles, it wasn't as repetitive. If Cosmic Fury had 20 episodes, then they could have told more stories and not rushed the ending. They could have also included other characters that would have given the season more strength, and this would have taken Cosmic Fury to another level. We must clarify something important. The decision to make 10 episodes was not of the producers, this was a decision directly from Hasbro, and the producers had to compress everything in those 10 episodes, even though everything was written for 20 episodes. Another important point for Cosmic Fury to be on another level is the audience to which it was directed, since many thought we were going to have a series with an intensity like the special episode, but the reality was not like that. Hasbro also asked for this season to be aimed at the same children's audience that has been targeted every season, and this has a main purpose. Power Rangers has always been targeted at a child audience, so they couldn't change that drastically, as many parents might start complaining. The case of the special episode is different, as it is not part of the regular series and had to be targeted for adults, as those are the ones who know Mighty Morphin. Possibly if that episode had been aimed at a child audience as well, then maybe it wouldn't have been as successful as it was. Even though that special episode was going to be darker, Hasbro asked that it be for the whole family, since they knew there were children who were likely to see it. Another thing that fans have commented on is that they could have brought in more Rangers from the past, since Cosmic Fury is the closing of the 30 years of the franchise and we only saw a few things from other seasons. The easiest way they solved this situation was to add some Megazords from other seasons, and the producer of the series has already said that they chose those Megazords only because they were the ones they already had in 3D. Basically these Megazords were already built in 3D, so they took advantage of that and used them. It was nothing strategic to use those Megazords specifically. I honestly would have liked to have seen other Rangers, especially those that we know travel through space and were perfect for this space theme. Even though we had epic moments, we've actually had better epic moments in other seasons when they bring back a lot of Rangers from the past. I can even say that Jason's scene in Beast Morphers was more epic, and this was just another episode. For Cosmic Fury to have gone to another level, they could have brought a Ranger from each team from past seasons and put them all together in the final battle, but the worst thing is that we didn't even have a final battle. They could have done the same with the villains, bring different villains from past seasons, but we mean the main villains and not the secondary villains. For example, I would have liked to see Divatox, a villain who has traveled through space and would have been a great addition in a final battle. She also represents an important part in the history of Power Rangers, as she was the villain in a movie and in the Turbo series. In this same way, there are other villains that would have been a great complement for a final battle. Basically, it would have been a confrontation between several main villains and several Rangers of all seasons for an epic final battle that would culminate with the 30 years of the franchise. With that same villain thing, another thing Cosmic Fury needed to be on another level was a more powerful villain. Don't get me wrong, Lord Zedd is an excellent villain, and transforming him into Master Zedd was the best thing I've seen in a long time, but sadly this was short-lived. If they weren't going to use Master Zedd, then they would have given me a more powerful villain, something along the lines of Ivan Ooze, who made Lord Zedd look insignificant in the '95 movie. We know this villain is not part of canon, but I would have preferred if they made him canon, as this would mark an epic moment, because this '95 movie is still part of Power Rangers history, and seeing this villain would have been awesome. On top of that, this gelatinous villain would have been a big problem for the Rangers, and then there we would have a great ending. Unfortunately, the ending we got was quite disappointing, because even though Bajilia is an excellent character, she is not a powerful villain that can fight the Rangers. Perhaps she could create an excellent plan to stop Master Zedd and the Rangers, but in a fight, she was destroyed very easily. However, in one fight no Ranger could defeat Lord Zedd, and when he became Master Zedd, he became practically invincible. That's the kind of villain that an action and battle series like Power Rangers needs. The series didn't need a weak villain who only has power because she has money and can pay others to build things that will defeat the Power Rangers. Another thing that would have taken Cosmic Fury to another level was to create a more original story, and perhaps many will not understand this. Unfortunately, many have compared Dino Fury to Mighty Morphin. We even already have a video on the channel with all the similar things that these two series have. In Cosmic Fury, which is the third season of Dino Fury, they didn't move away from Mighty Morphin. On the contrary, they got closer. Where have we seen this story of an evil ranger? This was one of the first Mighty Morphin stories, and although we have seen some evil rangers in other seasons, here it was very much like the Tommy Oliver story. Tommy was controlled by Rita, Ollie was controlled by Lord Zedd. Tommy always wanted to take on the Red Ranger, and Ollie always wanted to take on Amelia, the new Red Ranger. Ollie did an excellent job as a villain. Even when he manages to get out of the spell, I didn't know if I could trust him anymore. Despite this, it's a well-used story of seeing Rangers taking on other Rangers, and I think there are a lot of awesome villains that could have appeared in this final season. Write in the comments anything else that could have taken Cosmic Fury to another level. Like this video and subscribe to take this channel to another level in Power Rangers.